talking on fixed income market. The next big revolution is here. Well, Gaurav sir, I welcome you and over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. And thanks to everyone for joining so early on a Sunday morning. So hello, everyone. The world we live in today is very different from what it was 10 years ago, or even what the one from 6 months back or yesterday. Several industries and sectors have gone through or are going through unprecedented changes, and mainly thanks to technology. Our lives are no longer the same it used to be 2 years back. As COVID has impacted all our daily lives, businesses, and the way technology is now transforming different sectors. But as far as debt is concerned, the access to debt capital markets still remains a significant cause of concern in this country. Think about it. Aside from top tier, most businesses don't have access to either debt or equity. Almost 92% of debt flow actually goes to over only 14% of enterprises in the country. And as we turn to debt, they're up against a significant amount of concentration, largely coming in from the banking system and the way today debt or credit is being underwritten by the formal ecosystem. This is where a deep and liquid bond market is essential for a very, very sustainable growth of our Indian economy. Without deepening of debt markets, you will not genuinely see the unlocking of value and the real transformation of where the economy can be. If we have to be a $5 trillion economy in the coming years, as the Prime Minister keeps emphasizing, I think it's extremely important and vital for us to genuinely deepen the debt markets. And debt markets won't deepen if we are not seeing a lot of, I would say, participation coming in, both in primary as well as especially in secondary, from retail markets. This is why I firmly believe that the fixed income industry will see a very significant transformation in the next 10 to 15 years. At CredAvenue, we firmly believe that this decade is going to be about debt markets. This decade is going to be about fixed income. To give you a simple analogy, think of a sector like insurance, where an insurance industry was 10 years back. Right, the industry was a small niche, which was largely driven by financial agent. I believe the fixed income industry is on the cusp of such transformation. Same was true for the equity markets 15, 20 years back. Where debt markets are today is where equity markets was 15, 20 years back. And see the transformation which has come into the equity markets with the setting up of the infrastructure by the government, right from the exchanges, and how the retail investors have genuinely transformed those markets. So today, if you look at the depth which was there in the equity markets in the early 90s to where the equity markets have come today, has been a sea change. Our theme, and I'm going to specifically focus on three. Our view is that the growth in the fixed income market is largely going to come from three vectors. The first one is going to be access to diverse set of investment options across sectors, across rating. Only when companies across size, industry, and rating spectrum can we expect non-linear growth and participation from the end customer. As more and more companies realize the benefit of raising debt through bonds, there will be an increase in variety of papers available to the customer. So today, if you're looking at largely price discovery, the price discovery today is becoming more and more relevant as you are seeing retail participation coming in the bond markets. The second, as I said, where I would say an insurance industry was 15 years back, this industry is going to be transformed again by a very significant, strong distribution muscle. We are also over-investing and seeing that playing out in the entire B2B2C spectrum. The industry can only scale if you build a strong distribution network. Again, as I said, think about the overall LIC agent shaping up the entire insurance industry, because that industry got built 15 years back largely on account of trust and also a lot of ability to serve the last mile. So as we think about technology bringing in a lot of sense on aggregation, on risk management, on portfolio management, it will still continue to remain a last mile connect which will be used to drive down fixed income beyond the metros to the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 towns and cities. As the distribution partners in the fixed income industry, to our mind, will play a very, very crucial role in this transformation. And lastly, and most importantly, the end customer education and activation. The end customer needs to be aware of the basic industry of the portfolio. Compared to the developed countries, the financial literacy in India continues to be low. A lot of investment needs to go to start thinking about the kind of instruments which are available in fixed income, the return which you can actually make. Because today, if you look at a lot of investment in fixed income is largely going in, fixed deposits, right? Or it is going in very different illiquid assets, largely investments in gold or in real estate. The true unlocking of human potential can only be achieved if a lot of surplus actually is being generated at a household level, and that surplus will be unlocked if you have a variety of fixed income and high quality fixed income at different yield spectrum available to everybody in the country. And that, to our mind, is going to be very, very important. So customer education, understanding of the risk associated with the investments which we are making, I think is going to be very, very, very central to how we see this going the last mile. But as more and more people come into the investment market, I hope, being a part of the wealth management industry, we can create more awareness about investment options in equity as well as in debt. So these, to our mind, are going to be three core vectors as we think about deepening of debt markets, especially the fixed income and the secondary market. I'm proud to say that today CredAvenue is leading this change in all the frontiers. When these three vectors combined with the strength of technology, and we have made significant amount of investment in tech on our fixed income platform, it's going to be magic. At last, the most important thing I wanted to remind you is the kind of role you all will be playing in transforming the fixed income market. I think it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. As participants in the equity market saw 15, 20 years back, I keep reminding myself of the unprecedented opportunity which is ahead of us in the coming decade around the debt markets. The fixed income market is very specific, and the financial services in general is at the cusp of this transformation. Every time a company gets access to debt at a critical stage or juncture, an investor decides to invest from their own savings, the impact is felt across multiple lives. So the power of debt markets is all about transforming human potential. I wish you all the very best to your family, future, and business. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity and time on a Sunday morning. Thanks again.
So much, Gaurav sir, for sharing wonderful insights on fixed income market. This is one of the, again, a needy topic by a lot of investors, financial planners, and wealth manager distributors who really wanted to understand. And it's great to hear directly from you, sir. Sir, people are asking some questions. Though I will not be able to take many questions, I would limit it. But I request if you can take up one or two questions. The question is, yeah, can I take, sir?
Please go ahead with the two.
Okay. Buying fixed income product is not major concern, but liquidating same is kind of issue for clients. What are your thoughts on same in terms of CredAvenue role?
A great question. I think what we are seeing is on our platform, one of the key, I would say, endeavor is to get more and more retail participants to come in. I think you will start seeing in very gradually at CredAvenue over the next 3 to 6 months in our own product roadmap. Not only you will see investment opportunity, but you will also start seeing in what kind of liquidity is available on a daily basis. And that, to our mind, is going to largely come as you start seeing more and more secondary investors coming in. I would say both institutional investor as well as retail investor. Great question. And as I said, the markets will not develop unless and until you have liquidity, and liquidity will not come unless and until you see a very deep pool of retail investors coming in the market. So big area of investment for us over the next 6 months.
Thank you so much for taking up this question, sir. Mr. Kuntal, you have been very actively attending this event since yesterday. Your leadership board, I think you were topping the board as well. Sir, one more question I would like to take, because a lot of people have already started visiting your website since yesterday, and we have already started getting response and questions. I would also share it post-event. So one question that we have at the moment is, what are the instruments available? So somebody said that yesterday they visited your website and couldn't find it.
So what we had done was, and again, a great question. So this year, starting the coming quarter, you will start seeing us opening our fixed income platform. As I said, our fixed income platform was largely a curated and restricted platform for registered users. But we are kind of expanding it significantly on the B2B2C side. So you will see wealth participation coming in, wealth managers coming in and picking up products and distributing through our platform. You will also see a lot of agent network coming onto our platform to distribute our fixed income product. To give you a sense of some numbers, we are today already the largest fixed income platform. We do now over close to 2,000 odd crores of both primary and secondary. To the first point, what we have and what we are building today, we have all sorts of bonds, right from, so today we are the market leader on a product like market-linked debenture. We have innovated quite a lot. So today we already have more than 50% market share on products like market-linked debenture. You have bonds, you have tax-free bonds. And what we're also going to do is bring in a lot of innovation on fixed income. So there is a lot of work which has gone over the last year or so. So very soon you will see CredAvenue launching the overall basket of small case. I think it's far more difficult to build a high quality small case basket as far as fixed income is concerned. So allow us some time, but we were genuinely opening the platform to all retail investors very soon.
Thank you so much, sir. I think this people are always looking forward to scale up the business, and this is one of the platforms. So people are again asking, can we join with CredAvenue for distribution of debt funds?
Absolutely. And I think it would be our pleasure. And that's one area, if you look at, we have chosen a B2B2C strategy and not a B2C strategy like some of the others. Our view is we can only transform this market with the right set of partners. I think the partners are going to bring in tremendous amount of degree of trust, a lot of education initiative as I walk through, as we go through, I would say tier 1, tier 2 markets. We take a lot of pride today. Already we have high number of retail investors coming in through agents from very small parts of the country already, right? So I think our entire business and we will build this together. So I look forward to a very high degree of synergy and relationship building with all the players in the fixed income market.
Thank you so much, sir. We are flooded with questions, and yes, scaling up of business, penetration in markets is again something very exciting for all of us that we look forward to. I would like to, stop questions here, but I think a lot of people are excited to learn more on fixed income market, as this is something which is not discussed so frequently. And I'm sure when you will be speaking on our AFM Club forum also on similar lines, a lot of people can ask their questions that time as well. So we will definitely have CredAvenue for our club members even post-event as well. Thank you so much.
Sorry, just to add, I think what we will see is there is going to be a fairly large curated platform on fixed income which we are launching. So you will see that in the coming quarter. It is extremely vital that we have a lot of domain being built around fixed income. I think both as far as industry is concerned, sector is concerned, as well as instruments are concerned, right? So we are investing quite a lot in kind of building the knowledge content platform. Again, in our roadmap, you will see that in the coming quarter.
Sir, people really want to understand opportunities. I'm kind of trying to limit myself, but then yes, they are asking questions, and people are also saying that CredAvenue should make more awareness programs so that people understand more on fixed income platform. So that is.
It would be great, Dimple, if we can get all of the suggestions and insights. I think great feedback, and we'll definitely try and incorporate most of it in our product roadmap. And we are investing significantly. A lot of our capital commitment, which we have raised on equity, is actually going in investing in the fixed income platform. So look forward to a lot of inputs coming in from everybody who has joined today.
Thank you so much, Gaurav sir, for taking out time and speaking to us on Sunday morning. We already have around 2,800 viewers right now on Sunday morning. I hope the number is going to go up again. Like yesterday, we witnessed around 4,000 plus people. Thank you so much, Gaurav sir, for speaking to us and sharing your insights. Wonderful on fixed income markets.
My pleasure. Thanks a lot for having me.
Thank you so much. Right now, I would like to run a quick poll. Yesterday, we were doing a lot of polling, and it was so